Hello everybody and welcome back to another sewing tutorial with the Quilted Cow. I'm your host for the day, Stacy, and today we're going to be working on another subscription tutorial. This is an extra project that you're going to have in your kit, and there's going to be more than enough fabric for you to be able to create this no matter which project you decide to choose. So that's pretty awesome. And before we get started, I'd like to go ahead and show it to you. It's our Helpful Heifer hanging tea towel, and it is using this beautiful cream towel, and in your kit there's plenty of this gorgeous teal with pumpkin on it from that Autumn Spice line from Robert Kaufman. So just want to show you how cute that is. And you can hang this from your oven rack, from your hand towel holder. You can hang it from anywhere to hang and dry your hands nicely with. But before I get started on showing you how to make this project, I would like to go ahead and give a shout out to our sponsors, Creative Grids, Rulers, Rotary Cutters, and Mats, Husqvarna Viking Sewing Machines, and Wilmington Prince Fabrics. Let's begin. Okay, so to get started on this project, what I did is I went ahead and I drew I drew an inch line on the back side on all four sides of my fabric, which I'm using this Wilmington Prince Au Naturel for my hanging towel. And what you're doing is you're going to draw an inch line, and then you're going to turn it and press it a half of an inch in, and that line is just there to give you a guide so that as you're pressing it you'll have a nice straight pressed line. So I'm going to go ahead and use my iron and press that down, and whenever you're done, depending on what this or that you choose for your subscription project, you'll have your beautiful either your table topper and your hanging towel, or you'll have your baskets in your hanging towel. Either way, you're going to have really beautiful stuff come from it. So I've pressed this on all four sides a half of an inch in, and as you can see, my lines are gone because I used my friction pin so it disappears with heat. And now I'm just going to go ahead and set this aside, and now I'm going to make the hanging towel part. So you're going to take your other cut fabric and you're going to fold it wrong sides together and give that a good press. And what that's doing is it's creating a center guide. You're going to open it back up and lay each corner raw edge in towards the center and press again. And then fold it in half and press. Now what we're going to do after we've pressed is we're going to stitch a 1/4 of an inch seam down both of these long edges of this hanging tab. All right, now that I've stitched a 1/4 of an inch down each long side of this hanging tab, I'm going ahead and I'm going to take the piece that I've already folded a half inch on each side, and I'm going to fold it in half again lengthwise so that the short ends are touching. And then I'm going to press that down. And when you draw your seams on there, you're not going to have any overage. So if you flip it over both sides, it's nice and aligned on either side of it, which is awesome. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to stitch a 1/4 of an inch from the folded edge of your project. So not this open end, but the folded edge, all the way from one end to the next. So I'll do that now. That seam is acting as a guide and decorative. So it's kind of doing both things there. I'm going to trim some of these threads off with my Creative Grids rotary cutter. Okay, so we're using this 1/4 inch seam as a guide to lay our hanging tab on. And I'm going to make sure that I line it right up there, but also so that the folded edge is on the top. That's our decorative edge. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to iron these seams over this way. And I will show you exactly why we're going to do that, because this is going to get tucked inside of this project. And if you press it before you tuck it in, it's going to stay a lot better as you're stitching your project down. So I've pressed both of those so that they're hanging over this edge. I've got this seam as my guide, and I'm just going to open this up and tuck this in. The word sandwich is used here. So if you've not heard that term before, that's what this means. We're sandwiching these between the two fabrics. And then I'm going to get my Wonder Clips out. And I'm going to go ahead and clip these down so that as I'm stitching this project, it's not going to go away from me. It's going to stay right there in place. And then as you flip it over, you can see that I've got this ready to go. It's stitched, or it will be stitched down, but it's not going to move around while I'm working. Now, what we're going to do is you're going to take your hanging towel, and you've cut your hanging towel in half. So you've got, this is now your long edge, but you want this to be the length of your towel. So what we're going to do is on this mat, we're going to lay the towel out so that it measures 6 inches wide. You don't want it to be any wider than that 6 inches. After you get yours ready to go ahead and clip it so that it's not moving around. And we're just going to baste stitch across the top of that, and that's going to hold our beautiful ruffled tucked towel in place once we're sewing it. Okay, so I have stitched that. Oh, and I drug it through all of my threads too. Okay, so I've stitched this down. Now what we're going to do, you're going to leave your Wonder Clips on this. You're not going to take those off. But what you want to do is this hanging tab side will be right side up towards you. You're going to flip this open, and you want to lay your towel so that the wrong side of the material is facing towards you. And we're going to just make sure that that stays tucked, and we're going to tuck it in. And as you can see, the towel needs to be within this seam allowance. So you don't want it to go over that 1/2 inch on each edge. That's very important in the pattern. So you lay that there, then you flip the top over, and here you can just pin it in place so that there's no movement. And what I'm going to do is stitch from this side all the way down across the top and then all the way up there. And when you're done, you have this gorgeous hanging towel that you can hang from your bathroom towel rack, your oven rack, anywhere that you need a towel. This is going to be a great place for it. You can hang it on your cabinet hooks, anywhere. So, super quick, super fun project, easy for beginners, definitely very beginner friendly. Don't forget to get your pattern. If you're not getting the subscription box, you can get this pattern or this kit online at thequiltedcow.com. Don't forget to like and subscribe to us. And also don't forget to get that subscription box, because these beautiful fabrics will be in it. And I promise you, you're going to love everything that you get in there. So we will see you guys again. Make sure to like and subscribe to us, and we'll see you all next time.
Okay, you wicked cool quilters, good job. You made it to the end. We would like to thank our sponsors, Husqvarna Viking Sewing Machines, Creative Grids, rulers, rotary cutters, and mats, and Wilmington Prints for the beautiful fabrics. Thanks for watching.